Welcome back. This is Basketball Bro. Today we're going to be talking about the top five college basketball coaches of the last 5 years. Before you get too mad at me, coaches such as Tom Izzo from Michigan State and Jim Boeheim from Syracuse, who have great programs, by the way, of the last decade, last 15 years, did not make my list, not because they're not great coaches or even some of the best coaches of all time, but because they have not been one of the best coaches of the past 5 years. They've been guys who have just done a little bit better than them statistically. All right, also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be greatly appreciated. All right, now on to the list. Coming in at number 5 is the most well-decorated coach of all time, Mike Krzyzewski from Duke. In the last 5 years, he has made it to the NCAA tournament every year and has won 2 conference tournaments. His overall record of the last 5 years is a record of 135-37. Coach K is college basketball. He's got the most wins of anyone, and the name of the court where he coaches at Duke is named Coach K Court. You know you've made it when you've reached that level. But in the last 5 years, he has no Final Four appearances, no championships. So he's down all the way to number 5, but he's still definitely in the list. Coming in at number 4 is Bill Self from Kansas. Kansas won the regular season championship in the Big 12 every year from 2004 all the way until 2017-18 season. That is crazy. The Big 12 was a great college basketball conference, tons of competition, and Bill Self has completely dominated it. In the last 5 years, he has 3 regular season championships and a Final Four appearance. The reason he only has 3 and not 4 regular season championships is because this year is counting in the last 5 years. Is kind of how I'm doing this. Bill Self has done such a great job at Kansas, and in the last 5 years, his overall record is 142-31, just a little bit better than Coach K, which is the reason he's ahead of Coach K on this list. And he made a Final Four in this last 5 years, while Coach K hasn't. Coming in at number 3 is the current champion, Tony Bennett from Virginia. He took the Cavaliers to their first championship last year, and it was crazy. Like, they went from being a 1 seed and losing to a 16 seed to being a 1 seed and winning it all. So congratulations to Virginia. And in the last 5 years, he has a record of 134-32, which is really, really good. He hasn't played quite as many games as Duke or Kansas. Tony Bennett has. He hasn't coached as many games, but they definitely have a winning percentage that is worthy of talking about. And Tony Bennett has won the ACC regular season championship twice and the conference tournament once in the last 5 years. And he's made a Final Four appearance, obviously, and he won a championship. Coming in at number 2 is the only coach on this list that has never won a championship, and that is Mark Few from Gonzaga. The reason Mark Few is so high on this list is because how consistent he is. The guy, if you look up consistency in the dictionary, Mark Few's picture is beside of it. The man has built such a program up in Spokane, Washington. It is crazy. His 5-year record, you're not going to believe it when I tell you. His 5-year record is 155-20. Let me say that again. He is 155-20 in the last 5 years. The man is crazy good. He's won the regular season championship every year and the conference tournament 3 years, and he didn't win it last year. He made a Final Four appearance back in 2016-17. Excuse me, I've been a little under the weather. Where they actually lost to North Carolina in the championship game. But Mark Few, when it comes to consistency and just building up a program, no one does it better than Mark Few over there in at Gonzaga. Number 1. He does not have as good of a record as Mark Few, percentage-wise, but championships speak volume in this league, and that is Jay Wright from Villanova. The guy has not 1, but 2 championships in the last 5 years. He has 2 Final Four appearances, obviously. He has won the conference tournament championship 1 year, and the years he didn't win his conference tournament championship, he won his regular season championship in the Big East. The Big East is a very, very competitive conference. Jay Wright is a class act. He is probably the most sharp-dressed coach in college basketball, and he's done so good. His 5-year record is 147-29. While it's not quite as good as Mark Few, you could argue Jay Wright's playing in a harder conference than Mark Few. You could say he's playing in a this tougher competition, and he's got 2 championships. It's hard to argue that Jay Wright has not been the best coach of the last 5 years. Comment below whether you agree, disagree. Who should I have added? Who should I have taken away? Let me know down below. If you disagree with me, it's fine. That's sports, right? That's what we're all here for. I won't get too mad. Don't forget to like and subscribe, though. I'll appreciate that a lot, and I'll see you next time. This is Basketball Bro. Hope you have a great day.